So I'm going to go review once again what your science notebook should look like. I've gone over this a couple of times in class, but I want to make sure that everybody is aware. First of all, you need to make sure that your table of contents is complete with your topics on one side and the page numbers on the other. This person has shown that their reflections are in one color and their topic notes are in another, which is a really good organizational skill so that they know exactly where to look for certain things. The next thing is the rubric. I'm going to be using this notebook scoring rubric to score your notebook. So if you are looking at getting a good score, you go to the gray column. That's your goal, is to get a 5 on each of the topics. Please make sure that you look and see, did I do this? Did I do this? It's like a checklist. The next thing I'm going to show you is samples of Cornell notes where they're completely filled in. The EQ is at the top, the summary is answered at the bottom, each of the sub-questions is answered. There's no blank spaces here. I notice a lot of you turn in Cornell notes that have nothing written. You just lose points when you don't have anything. You need to make your notes and revise your notes, and the revisions are to be done in a separate color of pen, just like on the sample notes. The left-hand side of the page is for reflection, and a reflection is where you're processing the information that you learned. Sometimes you need to make extra notes, draw pictures. Mental models should go over there. Pictures are excellent tools for learning. If you can draw a picture of it, you have a picture in your head, it will help you understand the concept better. This person has done a reflection with those 3 difficult words, those words that are difficult to distinguish, and put a box around the little clues that are going to help them to remember what the words mean. So robber, remember, evidence is required, so corroboration means that you need evidence. Here's another example of Cornell notes with revisions in a different color pen. More revisions. There's another example, even more revisions. And this person has done some reflection, adding some little sticky notes to help them remember certain things. These are all evidence that you're self-directed in your learning. You're learning things on your own. More evidence of revisions. There's the atom family. That was a question on our test. It came directly from the Cornell notes. All of the test questions came directly from the Cornell notes. There's an example of a summary where it talks about all of the components of an atom. There's a really good example about all the different things of water. There's hydrogen bonding right there. That's self-directed learning. There's our polar molecule. That was one of the questions on the test. It came right out of your notes. Why is water a universal solvent? Some of you did not or neglected to read over your notes or study your notes. All of the questions on the test come right from your Cornell notes. Here's an example of revisions and a good example of a reflection where the person used my example from class. Here is an example of a foldable, properly placed, so it's easily accessible, and it's also completed. So this person shows the structure of each of the macromolecules. Those structures were right on our notes. Those are questions that were found on the test. So hopefully that will help you understand what I'm looking for in the Cornell notes.